Good morning, good morning, good morning to all the parents, students, and other ladies and gentlemen who are watching here right now. I hope that you are all doing great. I would like to talk to you this morning about the parents' role in the new norms of education. We are now approaching the new norms of education. Ito na yung magiging custom natin. Ito na yung magiging new trends. So might as well, it is better for us to adopt. Changes is inevitable. The only permanent thing in this world is changes. Yun lamang po ang permanente sa mundong to. We should not be reluctant to changes. In fact, we should be thankful for changes. For without changes, there will be no improvement at all. Changes makes us progressive. So to broaden up your mind, we must appreciate changes in our life. Sa Japan, meron po silang tinatawag na kaizen. And kaizen means continuous improvement. It is just simply means they need to improve from time to time. And you cannot improve things without change. Change can make us a better person, a better world. We cannot change the reality. What we can change is our mind, our mind setting. Mahirap baguhin ang katotohanan, pero madaling baguhin ang ating isipan. How are we going to have our cognitive psychology or thought processes? Paano tayo mag-isip? We can change our mind, our thoughts. Most people are reluctant to change, for we are afraid of new things. We are afraid to get out of our comfort zones. Huwag po tayong matakot sa pagbabago. Mas matakot tayo kung walang pagbabago. Since the formalization of education began, we always see to it that parents' collaboration with the school is at hand and is so necessary in these difficult times. Dapat po mas doble yung parents' collaboration natin nowadays because parents' involvement has always mattered. There is no perfect parenting style. There is no university of parenthood wherein we can have our degree in parenting. I am also a mother of 3 and a graduate of psychology, pero mahirap i-apply ang psychological principles sa ating mga anak. Why? Because there is no perfect parenting style. There is no degree for such parenthood. But we can make our parenting meaningful and purposeful. We can just make it if we are capable of making our children ready to their own life. Yung mga anak natin, pinahiram lang sa atin yan. And habang nasa atin sila, we need to mold them so that when they have their own life, ready na sila kung sa anumang buhay ang kanilang napiling tahakin. None of us expect that this pandemic shall rise, but it happens. And we cannot retro back times. Hindi natin pwedeng ibalik yung dati. Pwede natin ibalik ang memories, but not time. We just need to live at present time. In order to prepare ourselves for the future, we need to adhere kung ano yung nangyayari sa atin at present. Let us make our children an ace. Ano ba pag sinabi natin ace? Ace means champion, top-notch, excellent. If you heard or if you watched the previous seminars of Dr. Salvador, he talked about championing our children, championing our students. So let us make our children an ace. Let us make them a champion. Ace means adaptable, able to adjust to new conditions. Napaka-importante po ng adaptability. Where in fact, tayo pong mga tao is talaga naman pong we are a human beings that is designed to have an adaptability skills. See, competent. Having the necessary ability, knowledge, or skill to do something successfully, efficiently, and capable of. Sometimes, no, kaya ng bata. pero nawawala yung competence because nawawala ang confidence. So, confidence and competency goes on together. So, kailangan po i-mold natin sila to be capable of something. Empowered. Increasing the degree of their self-determination and acting on their own authority in a more responsible way. Sometimes po, no, feeling natin walang natututunan yung mga bata natin. No, actually, natututo sila in their own way. Because the responsibility of a teacher is to teach. But the responsibility of our children, how to learn, is depends upon the children. And napaka-importante ng role natin doon as a parent in giving them assistance, motivation, and encouragement. There are so many things we should be thankful for. But for me, the most thing we should be thankful for is this new education system because it created great opportunity for family engagement that have greater value than any other difficulties. Imagine this, parents and students. Before, nasa bahay kayo sa iisang salas, pero hindi nag-uusap-usap. Why? Kanya-kanyang tutok sa gadgets. No? Si mommy is doing or watching YouTube, how to cook, makeup tutorials, FB newsfeed, ano bang latest sa showbiz, while daddy is reading articles and what is new in Google, and kuya is playing Mobile Legends, while ate is reading Wattpad, and si bunso naman nasa Roblox. You see, magkakasama kayo together, but you have different interests. Pero ngayon, there is one system that we can engage in together, and that is the online distance learning. Mga anak, talk to your parents about how the online learning goes so that they will be aware. Parents, you are not going to teach your children because they have their teachers to teach them, no? What they need from you is your assistance, your support, your motivations to them. Mas marami pong matututunan ng anak natin sa online distant learning or sa online classes dahil mas essentials yung kanilang matututunan dito. They will learn to be adaptable. They will have digital competency skills. They will not just learn the content, but they will learn how to think, how to analyze. They will become a person of a solution focus and not a problem focus base. Ano-ano ba yung mga some parents' role sa ating mga anak? So the learners should have a study area. So you need to provide them at home. It doesn't necessarily means they need to have their own room. A specific chair and table in a specific place where they will study could be enough para magkaroon sila ng psychological mindset na once na nakaupo sila dun sa place na yon at nandun sila sa place na yon, they are not just at home, but they are studying at home. The parents' role, we need to give them space. Space, acronym S, serenity while studying. P, privilege hours. A, assistance. C, comfort. E, education, even at home. Space, serenity while studying is important for a learner to have a peace of mind while taking new learning. That's what serenity means, no? Dapat pag nag-aaral po ang mga bata, meron silang peace of mind. So that it could easily flow to their mind. There is a study that shows that if the students are relaxed, they can focus even better. And it improves their memory as they can have a high quality of learning. Sometimes kaya hindi natututo yung mga anak natin because punong-puno yung kanilang isipan. Pero once na nagkaroon sila ng peace of mind, mas madali pong pumasok sa kanila kung ano man yung dapat nilang matutunan. Let us give them peace of mind. P, privilege hours. Education is every child's right. Karapatan po nila yan. But to give them an hours and opportunity for them to study is a privilege. Don't disturb them while their own studies at home. let them have their privilege hours. Sometimes, no, importante na alam natin yung schedule ng anak natin. For example, 9 o'clock, meron silang online class. Medyo wag naman na muna natin silang utusan before 9 o'clock kasi magkakaroon sila ng cognitive dissonance. Malilito yung bata, which is to make first. Yung inutos ba ni mami o yung online class ba? So, do not disturb them on their online studies. It is important for them. A, assistance. Children nowadays are more techy than us. Mas magaling sila sa technology because they are digital native and we are digital citizenry. Sabi nga, no, digital native, pinanganak sila sa mundo ng digital world. Pansinin mo, pag binilan mo ng cellphone yan, binilan mo ng tablet yan, hindi mo man ituro sa kanila yan, they know how to navigate. 3 years old, marunong nang mag-navigate ng gadgets. Why? Because they are digital natives. Mas marunong pa sila sa atin. But it doesn't mean they don't need assistance. It is also important for them to feel that we are capable of helping them. Example, no, your child doesn't know what's the meaning of a certain word. Then she asks you. Then you're going to say, I don't know, darling, just Google it, so that you can have your answer. Why don't you Google it yourself and turn back to your kids to give an answer? Why? Being able to give an answer has a psychological effect that you are always there in times of needs. And for some kids, it's one of the love language. And it is affirmation. And it gives them comfort. Once na ina-assess natin yung ating mga anak, it comforts them na meron silang nasasandigan, meron silang pwedeng pagkatiwalaan, meron pwedeng gumabay sa kanila. See? Comfort. An old adage says, there is no place like home because we find comfort at home. Totoo naman po yan. Kahit anong ganda ng hotel, pero iba pa rin ang place that we are at home. So as they will face the self-paced studies, comfort should also be given to them. A simple preparation of snacks in the midst of their studies will be a big comfort to them. Or kung bawal, no, after nilang mag-online class, just a simple biscuits and the juice will matter to them. Education, even at home. As a parent, I do understand the sentiments of some parents that health is more important than education. But for me, it is both important to life. Huwag nating hayaang huminto ang ating buhay just because of the pandemic. Education is as important as health. Kung gaano ka-importante yung health natin, ganun din po ka-importante ang ating edukasyon. Pandemic should not paralyze our actions, but rather, this pandemic should teach us to face and take the challenge on how we will continue our lives without sacrificing our health. Online businesses, online skills, online payment, online banking, online education or learning will be the new trends and the new normal. Baka susunod, online marriage, meron na rin, no? So if you won't flow with it, you and your child will be left behind. Maraming nawalan ng hanap buhay. And I understand it. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nito ay hihinto na tayo sa ating mga buhay. We need to live continuously. Sometimes our greatest pain is the key to achieve our highest self. Ang dami ko pong kakilala na nawalan ng trabaho, then they learned how to bake, how to cook, to do new things na hindi naman nila dating ginagawa. And now, they have their own businesses na yung iba, sa loob lamang ng 3 months, 2 months, nag-expand na yung business nila. At hindi nila makikita yung opportunity na yun kung hindi sila nawalan ng trabaho. Yung iba naman, after nawalan ng trabaho, bumaba ang antas ng pamumuhay. Hanggang ngayon, they are still waiting for them to have a job. They are still jobless. Bakit magkaiba ng senaryo? Bakit magkaiba ng sitwasyon? Magkaibang senaryo sa iisang sitwasyon? Why? Because they respond differently. They respond differently. So we should respond in accordance sa kung ano bang makakabuti sa atin at hindi sa kung anong nakakahamper sa atin. In facing the new modalities of learning and the new normal, you will only be choosing 2 points. 1, no internet, gadgets, or no means. Or second, no excuses. Just get it done. Andiyan na yan. Wala na tayong magagawa. We are in the new normal. So what we need to do is to be adaptable. Kung gusto, may paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. We need to see the essence of learning, continuity of our children so that we will realize the importance of education. Pag pinahinto natin ang ating mga anak ngayon, yung value sa education, hindi natin maituturo sa kanila. Pero pag in-enroll pa rin natin ang ating mga anak, we are teaching them the values of the importance of education. Actually, ang dami ko pong stories na na-encounter, na-encounter nyo rin to, no, in the news, na talaga namang walang kakayanan yung magulang. But they will be able to buy gadgets for their children. Why? Because they opted to invest in the education of their children. Minsan nga, di ba, pag fiesta, pinapangutang natin or pag birthday ng anak natin para lang may maipanghanda. So why not in this education system? And sometimes, yung iba, yung bata na talagang walang kakayanan, pumunta siya sa PisoNet para lang mai-enroll ang kanyang sarili. Yung mga student and parents natin sa provinces, they are looking for signal para lang magkaroon ng edukasyon. So, dapat yung values in the importance of education, yun ang ituro natin sa ating mga magulang. There are several reasons why we get stressed. In fact, 84% of the Filipino now is suffering from stress. There are several reasons why we get stressed. Kaya siguro yung iba ayaw i-enroll ang mga anak nila. Kasi iniisip nila walang magtuturo sa kanilang mga anak, wala silang time to assist their child. Actually, it is just a matter how you are going to train your kids, how to navigate the educational platforms. Believe me, napakabilis pong turuan ng mga bata ngayon. Another cause of stress is we are not mentally prepared. We need to direct ourselves on how to adapt to the new normal. We should learn, unlearn, and relearn. Learning is a relatively permanent change in one's behavior. Meaning, pag walang nagbago sa ating behavior, hindi natin natutunan ang talagang dapat nating matutunan. Bakit relatively permanent? Because it can be changed from time to time. Pwede yung natutunan natin dati, hindi na applicable sa generation natin ngayon. So, doon pumapasok yung unlearning. What we learned before can be unlearned para matutunan natin kung ano na ba yung applicable ngayon. Hindi tayo makakapag-relearn without unlearning. So, it is important to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Because kung hindi tayo mag-a-unlearn, we will not be able to relearn. That is why learning is continuous. From womb to tomb. Nasa sinapupunan ka pa lamang ng iyong magulang, natututo ka na. Dapat hanggang sa umabot tayo dun sa sandali ng pagtatapos natin dito sa mundong to, still natututo pa rin tayo. Another causes of stress is we are not emotionally prepared. Emotions are contagious. Akala nyo pandemic lang or COVID-19 lang ang nakakahawa? Emotions are contagious as well. And it can also spoil our right mind setting. We should be excited. We must be enthusiastic in embracing the new normal. Nakakahawa po ang emosyon. Pansinin nyo, for example, no, galit ka dun sa isang tao. Tapos nagkwento ka dun sa best friend mo. Bakit ka galit dun sa isang tao? After mong magkwento sa best friend mo, yung best friend mo, galit na rin dun sa taong ikinwento mo. Why? Nagkaroon ng transfer of emotions, no? Nagkaroon ng contagious, no? Na hawa. So, emotions are contagious. So, if emotions are contagious, might as well na i-spread natin yung positive emotions. once na may nagkwento sa atin ng negative, we should stop it. We should stop it, but rather, we need to be excited. We need to stop it by having positive emotions. For example, nagkwento, ay, wag na yan, online na yan, ako ganito, ganyan lang yan. No, stop it. Sabihin mo, no, you need to be enthusiastically excited. Sabi nung iba, hindi ko muna i-enroll yung anak ko sapagkat wala silang matututunan. But the question is, pag hindi po ba sila nag-enroll, may matututunan sila. Come to think of it. So we need to be excited in embracing this new normal. Another cause of stress is we are not socially prepared. Social distancing does not mean social disconnecting. We still need to have connections and collaborations. We need to have someone to share with. Kailangan natin may mapaghihingahan ng ating mga saloobin. But sometimes, we doesn't want to share our problems to anyone else. Excuse me po, Mike Enriquez lang. Okay, excuse me po. First, we feel that we will just be a burden to that person. That is why you are just carrying alone all your burdens. Second, you are afraid to be judged. Natatakot tayo na baka pag shinare natin yung problema natin, i-judge tayo nung taong pag-sharean natin. But in fact, we are the first judger of our own self. Sometimes, bago pa tayo husgahan ng ibang tao, hinuhusgahan na natin yung sarili natin. Sinasabi na natin kagad sa sarili natin, hindi ko kaya yan eh. Hindi ko alam yan eh. Hindi ako marunong yan eh. Sino nagsabi? Ikaw, you judge yourself. Hindi tayo pwedeng i-judge ng tao without allowing them to judge us. So, sometimes, most of the time, wag nating husgahan yung ating sarili, no? Try. Kasi kung hindi natin itatry, hindi natin malalaman na kaya pala natin. Kung hindi natin susubukan, hindi ma-unlock yung potentialities natin na kaya ko pala. Ngayong alam na natin yung causes ng stress, dapat hindi tayo magtatapos doon. So, in order to beat stress, kailangan alam natin kung anong gagawin natin. Stress cannot be eradicated. Hindi natin maaalis ang stress because part na ng buhay yan. Pero merong two kinds of stress. The distress and the eustress. Eustress is the positive stress while the distress is the negative stress. So, para magkaroon tayo ng positive stress in life, alisin natin yung negative stress by being prepared. So, paano ba tayo magiging prepared sa new normal? First, set a daily routine and a timetable for your own schedule. Schedule ng anak mo, schedule mo. So that we can adjust to the normal. Practice self-management. Actually, we are taught about time management. But for me, I am calling it self-management. Why? We cannot adjust time. What we can adjust is ourselves so that we can adjust to time. That time won't adjust for us. Pag hindi tayo sumabay sa bagong trends ngayon, next year, hindi mo na pwedeng ibalik ang year 2020. So, we need to have a self-management. For example, may commitment ka kinabukasan, 7 o'clock ng umaga. Nagising ka, 7 o'clock ng umaga, of course, malilate ka. Pwede mo bang i-manage yung time na pabalikin mo yung oras sa 6 o'clock para hindi ka malate? No. What you are going to do is to manage yourself. Mag-alarm ka ng 5 o'clock, gumising ka ng maaga para hindi ka malate sa appointment mo. So it is just a matter of self-management effectively. Second, do not be a part of your children's class. Let them learn by their own. Just assist them and if they need to. Practice scaffolding. Sometimes kaya tayo na-stress kasi sumasali tayo doon sa class ng anak natin, especially for the children's of preschools, no? Parang masyado tayo na-excite. So, sumasali tayo dun sa class ng anak natin. No, just let them have their own classes. Just teach them how to do, then let them learn on their own. Practice scaffolding. Scaffolding is the theory of learning postulated by Lev Vygotsky. The children learn with the assistance of someone who is more knowledgeable to them. And it is with zone of proximal development. Our children needs to believe that they can do things on their own, but with the assistance of someone else to achieve what they can. And it is one of our roles as a parent. Sometimes kaya ng anak natin, pero kulang lang sila sa push, kulang lang sila sa motivations, kulang lang sila sa assistance. Pero once na na-assist natin sila or nag-guide natin sila, they can achieve their highest potentials. But sometimes, nakakalungkot isipin, tayo pa ng mga magulang ang naglilimita sa kakayanan ng ating mga anak. Huwag natin limitahan ang kakayanan ng ating mga anak. Sasabihin natin, huwag ka na muna mag-aral, anak, ngayon. Hinto ka na lang muna ngayon. Maghintay na lang muna tayo ng vaccine. Maghintay na lang tayong bumalik sa normal. What if hindi na tayo bumalik sa normal? And ito na talaga yung maging trends natin. No? So, in fact, mas magkakaroon pa nga sila ng sense of responsibility because they will also learn how to adopt. We should teach them how to value education by letting them continue their education even in this hardest time. Third, set the tone. Find your child a comfortable study area, set all the gadgets or materials they need, kung kailangan nilang mag-uniform. Bakit? Para magkaroon sila ng psychological effect that they are not just being at home, but they are studying at home. So, to make them psychologically ready. That is why the St.Clare College started this school year in a startup module to set the tone to the new normal. It is for the familiarization, adjustment, how to adapt to the new normal. We are making our St.Clare students psychologically ready. The only way to abate stress is to become prepared. But no matter how prepared we are, perfections will never be achieved because imperfections only shows our human side for us to see God's perfection. Pag perfecto ang lahat ng ginagawa natin, hindi na natin makikita that God is only the perfect being. We need now to have a great attitude and skills. Great attitude plus trained skills is equivalent to masterpiece of excellence. Having a trainable heart will make us able to do things beyond our best. Having a great attitude is having a sense of gratitude. Once na meron po tayong sense of gratitude, we are having a great attitude. Magpasalamat tayo sa maliit man na bagay o sa malaking bagay. We are so blessed na hanggang ngayon nandito tayo, still live and kicking. The essential skills we have to develop in this new normal are leadership skills, motivational skills, communication skills, computer skills, and analytical skills. Sa panahon ngayon, hindi na po yung content yung focus natin. But rather, we are having a paradigm shift of learning the content and learning the skills. Because it is more practical, it is more applicable. Leadership skills. We must lead our students as well as we need to lead ourselves to the right direction and right path. Paano natin ililid yung ating mga anak kung tayo mismo hindi natin alam i-lead ang ating mga sarili? Lead to one direction. We need to keep moving forward. Motivational skills. Get motivated despite of any hardships we may encounter. Communication skills. Get the right information so that you can deliver a right communication. Computer skills. Almost everything now is becoming digital. So digital literacy and competency is a must. Actually, nung pumasok po yung 21st century, we need to develop our digital skills, our digital competency. Kasi darating yung panahon, once na gumraduate yung ating mga anak at magtatrabaho sila, pwedeng dumating na lahat is digital na. And kung hindi natin sila ihahanda, mahuhuli sila. Computer skills, everything now is became digital, so we need computer skills. Analytical skills. As a parent, teach your students how to think. They might remember the content of what you taught, but they might not apply it. But if you teach your children how to think and how to adopt, they will survive in their journey called life. Things may never go back to normal. You may need to create a new normal, and that's okay. Do not limit your challenges, but rather challenge your limits. Sometimes iniisip natin hindi natin kaya. No, pag hindi mo kaya, challenge your limits. And magugulat ka na lang kinabukasan, sasabihin mo, ay, kaya ko pala. Ay, nagawa ko. Kapag inisip natin na hindi natin kaya, hindi talaga natin kaya because we will not move an inch. Kasi nilimitahan mo kaagad yung sarili mo. So you are not going to have an action. Pero pag inisip mo na kaya mo, for sure kakayanin mo because you will do everything you can for you to achieve it. Turn impossibilities to possibilities. Turn impossibilities to possibilities. And the only difference between the two is I am, ako, I am. Papaano ba natin ito turn yung imposibleng bagay sa isang makaposibleng bagay? Sabi nga po ni Lao Tzu, life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Do not resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Imagine if you are paddling a boat across its flows. It will be harder for you to paddle. But if you will paddle on its flow, it will be more easier. We need to move forward naturally. Laban lang ng laban. Let us work hand in hand. As we move forward, let us make our children the champions of the future. Having all the skills needed in becoming a part of the global workforce is a must. And in order to become a part of the global workforce, we need to be globally competitive. We need to have creativity, communications, collaborations. But I would like to add one more C to the 21st century skills, and that is character. The most important C in the digital competency right now is the character. We are making the SCC students more globally competitive, and character is so important. Their edge, among others, is they will going to have their character imbued by the St.Clare core values. And when that proper time came, have time to look back and say, thank you, St.Clare. God bless and keep safe, everyone.